So today we have 3 matches on in the World Cup. What I want to do here is actually try an accumulator. The idea there is that we bet on multiple events all happening. That's riskier because if one event has a probability of say 70%, 2 events both happening have a probability of 49%. 3 events all having 70% would be more 35%, 34%. So the likelihood of a surprise happening becomes bigger and bigger. But your payoff gets bigger and bigger. So today, I think Belgium are going to win. I think Belgium are a very good side. They'll probably score many goals. I don't know. But I'm pretty confident that Belgium are going to win. The market is pretty confident that Belgium is going to win because the odds are only 1 to 3. I think Mexico are going to win because South Korea are a pretty weak side this World Cup. Mexico just beat Germany, and Mexico are traditionally a good side. They nearly always qualify from the group. They would be the second strongest team in the group, even though they beat the Germany, who would be the strongest. So you can argue about that, but I would say Mexico are the second strongest. And given that South Korea look pretty weak, I'm confident that Mexico are going to win. And finally, I'm confident that Germany are going to win because they've already lost 1 game. They can't slip up. Now that's not a quant and a data-driven analysis, but Germany are the top-ranked side. I'll just have a look here. Yeah, they're the number 1 rank, and they're the world champions. So I can bet on all 3 happening, and even though each match or every match I'm talking about is an odds-on favourite, if I bet on all 3 happening, I more than treble my money. So if I just bet say €8, I'll get nearly 30. What I'm not going to do here, but I might in a later video, is this Akka Edge thing that Betfair have. What that means, as it says here, when you choose to edge your accumulator, you'll get odds of 1.98. So, if I win, I'll basically double my money. However, I'll get lower odds if I edge my accumulator, as they call it. However, you get your stake back if one leg lets you down. So essentially, if a surprise happens, so if say Mexico only draws, or Belgium, I expect Belgium to win. If say Germany only draws, but you can have an early red card like that Colombia-Japan match. If something like that happens, you'll get your money back. So, if I end up not winning 1 bet, so therefore, I'm not going to win the accumulator, I basically get my money back. So it's a nice buffer. Particularly if, say, I'm betting on 4 matches. So say I also add England to the accumulator. Why not? So I've now got 4 matches and the odds are 4.42, which is looking very nice. But that increases the danger of some strange result happening. Because remember, in football, it isn't that the team you expect always wins. I would have thought that Argentina would beat. Well, I would expect Argentina to beat most teams, but that hasn't been the case. So, firstly, I wanted to talk about just accumulators. I don't know if you have any thoughts, or how do you do multiple bets. You can do all four together, or you can do, as it says, 4 trebles. So that'll mean it'll bet on the 4 combinations of picking 3 teams from those 4 and putting them all together. So, kind of, you get slightly lower odds, but you spread the risk. So I'm just going to go for the all 4 together here. It's to me, the issue is, do I want to edge the accumulator, as they call it here? So, because that will, I think, in a way, for most cases, like the worst case is going to be that one of the teams, I don't expect more than one shock, really. So if I edge my accumulator, then I think the likelihood that I'll lose my money is very low. I mean, I feel that will happen maybe 20% of the time. It's not like 1%. But of course, I get a far lower payout. So I'll only get 2.56 as opposed to 4.42. So in a way, what I would do, and again, I don't have a methodology there, and I don't know how do you do it. If I was, say, betting more money, if I was betting €100 or €1,000, something like that, then I'd be more partial to edging the accumulator, because that way I wouldn't be worried about, oh no, I just lost €1,000. That was stupid. You have to be more aware of the worst case, the fact that and those things do happen. So if I was betting a larger amount of money, then I'd tend to edge my accumulator, I'd say. But in this case, I won't, just because I'm talking about, okay, say €6, 8. But so who cares? And if I win, that's a nice payout, and I'd kind of expect to win this, because really, when you look at those games, they're all matches where I'd be pretty confident. Done.